All right, welcome back to my show. I know you noticed the great hair. That's because I can't find my blow dryer and I just took a shower. So anytime you see especially great hair, that's what it is. All right, I'm super glad you're here. I'm glad you decided to hang out with me. Today we are talking about, I have two types of videos, reviews and shows. For the most part, I guess review shows and books. Okay, so this is a show. So we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be showing you in 3 different planners. But first, let's look at the product of the day. This is To Color, Draw, and Discover. Found it on the Timber Doodle site, but I will leave you a link if I can find it somewhere. On Amazon. Happy, sad, feeling glad. So take a look. So it's kind of cool because what it is, so on the first page, look, Donkey Sack has dropped his ice cream. So let's draw an ice cream. So that's kind of fun. Who wouldn't want to draw ice cream? Excited, Donkey, Cat, and Dog are very excited because they're going on a trip together. Draw and color the rest of their plane. So that's all it is. It's just, you know, for your littlest. Oh, look, there's a different color. And it also deals with emotions. Dog's embarrassed because he wet his pants. Oh, poor dog. Draw him some dry pants. There you go. So kind of cool. Kind of cool. $10. At least that's what it says on the back. Who might have quibbled with that? All right, so I got 3 different planners for you today. 3 of the most popular teacher-esque planners, if you will, or planners that can be used for teacher planners. This is the Homeschool Lesson Planning Notebook Undated. Undated. So I've attempted to use this many times over the years. So this is what it has. Index, year overview, curriculum overview, classes, field trips, book lists, curriculum progress trackers, attendance tracker, 12 months of monthly brainstorm, undated monthly calendar, monthly reflections page, 4 weeks per month of weekly goals, notes, schedule, lesson plan, weekly reflections page, daily details, and end of the year reflection. So index. Don't know what you would put down there. The year overview. So I like a lot of these pages. I'm one of those people, like, as I'll show you in the planner, I have year overview because I like books I plan to use or books I am using. So right now, like, not just books, because I have a whole stack of like religious books and stuff like that, spiritual book, whatever you want to call them, to go through, and educational books. But no, like our fun reads, I also write down what we did just because, I don't know, it's fun. I don't have a reason. Attendance. Oh no, see, it's been through some stuff. I probably spilled shake on it or something. See, these are the coolest trackers to do. Like if you ever do your own tracker, these are kind of neat to do. But you can just do one of these if you want, and then that up there, and you don't have to label all that. I'll show you what I mean. I will show you what I mean. So curriculum overview, you can label by subject, by child, whichever you want. Field trip overview, book lists. I like curriculum lists, book lists, lots of book lists. Because then you can do library lists, like which ones can you get at the library? I don't know if you want to go through curriculum progress. I cover a ton of curriculum, but I never use a curriculum progress. Because some people like are like, okay, this is how many lessons, this is how much I have to. I'm like, 1 a day. Like every day we cover this book until that book is done. And then we move on, even if it's not one chapter. Month overview, I kind of prefer it. I would probably turn it like this, just because I don't like the way those look. I guess I like more of a 2-page spread, but I like how it has the dots, right? It's got the dots for you, the month of, the dots, and then schedule, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., all the way to 9 p.m. You can probably put names up there. Activities, like I would have activities here. Well, I'll show you in mine. I'll show you instead of your weekly plan, not your yearly plan. Daily notes, week 2. So you see how it got daily details, weekly notes, maybe stuff you want to cover. I don't know, man. I don't know. The problem with planners is usually you want one, it just goes on and on the same. The problem with planners is you usually want one that is very customizable. It's another one I like. This one, Walmart right now. So let's go in. The reason I like this is because it's a weekly planner. I just ignore that. It's a weekly student planner. So I use this calendar. I white it out, something which, by the way, is now yellow. But because I don't like all the holidays. I like the Canada ones. I like the American ones because, you know, my parents are Canadian, stuff like that. I don't like the rest of them. And then this is, so here's, I would put what we do, okay, like what we're teaching first, first class during the day. Like, so for me, it'd be breakfast, snack, lunch, table time, right? Those are all the things and what I'm teaching throughout them, and check it off. So it's got check boxes. So kind of cool. So that's how it goes. Does it have monthly? It should have monthly. Doesn't, oh yeah, see? Yeah, it's got a monthly spread too. Obviously, I just showed it to you. The to-do list, a master to-do list is always great. Anytime you are stressed, write it all down. Write every single minor thing in life you have to do. Don't just make one list and then just check it off. And if you don't do it, like say, oh, you don't get it done in August, well then in September you can transfer it over, you can put it down week to week, whatever. You don't need me to tell you how to do stuff. All right, now for a planner that costs possibly $1. But completely customizable. Field trips. I love how I put Disney as a field trip. It's a field trip, people. I don't know what else to call it, but I was like, yeah, we're doing that. So there you go. Fisheries tour. Yeah, I don't know. Your field trips. Book focus. Christian Lights, How to Train Your Dragon. We read that. We read that in July. I'm also reading number 2 right now. This is because I have one fun novel, right? Because I'm talking, I read, I don't know, thousands of books a year to them. Okay, but because my mom used to own a bookstore when I was growing up, and I just love books. Craft focus. So this was like the crafts that I was going to do. I've since abandoned that plan at the moment. Okay, now I want to show you, because your pages can look prettier. This is when I first started doing it. At the end, let me show you what they look like now. Now they look a little prettier. You see that? I got little fireworks I saw. There's a woman on YouTube, and she just does planners for super cheap. So I got like some tips from her. That's a flower. Getting real good. But the point is that, first of all, it's extremely creative. It's definitely self-care. It's really enjoyable to make your own planner. Grade level, 2nd and 3rd. Although really, we're anywhere from 2nd to 4th to 5th. I'm doing some 5th grade too for both of them. So anything that has a star, I am doing as a joint thing, right? That I do together. Okay, so the science, social studies, history, religious, vocabulary, grammar, spelling, comprehension, penmanship, typing, reading to mom, the books I want them to use, reading to self, art, and social skills. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff here that I want to get through. And this is not even the half of it, because I've since bought, my mom wanted me to do a lot of Catholic stuff. I usually use Christian. She wanted me to do, I use both secular and Christian. And so I got a bunch of that too to check out. These are curriculum book completion lists. We've completed it. This is 2025-26 book idea list. So for next year, what books do I want to cover? I guess this year, so it'd have to be 26, 27. I hear a child coming. Homeschool goals. What do I want to work on with each child? I did in the last video, the last show, as I call it, I talked about theme. So there could also be a theme page as well. But this is the skills, the individual skills that I want to work on for me and for them, just for the year, just to keep an eye on them. Okay, so I also got now meal planning, theme days in case I want to take them out, in case I decide to do that. So these are also spelling lists. This is based on Spelling UC, which we have that we're working on. So this really is an end-all, be-all to anything you want. School, schedule, and tasks. This is the full list. So breakfast, I teach a family subject. Lunch, I teach a family subject. Snack, I teach a family subject. That might be it. 3 family subjects a day, and then dinner we do like religion, and then they have their own stuff that they are working on. And these are extra stuff. Creative writing that I want to fit into the schedule, so I have to go back. Seek and find if I want, because those are kind of fun. Chess. So stuff sometimes I forget I have on this list that I can then take and put onto whatever page I want. Okay, these are, okay, iPad afternoon games that I allow. Well, now they're not allowed to play. The only one day are they allowed to game now. Various reasons on that. You're able to watch my video on Screen Timer if you want. Verses to memorize. Right now I think we're going to do the Beatitudes. This is the rough schedule. Monday to Friday. 6 a.m. play, just so their buckets are filled. Chocolate smoothie. 7 a.m. breakfast, school starts. 7:20 kids play, or we go to the playground. 9 a.m. creativity or activity. If there's a lot of screaming. Right now, because they're getting really good at playing with each other, they usually will play until snack time. Snack is school again. That's why I do history right now. 10:30 playtime until we do table time usually after that. Like they'll do their math, they can do the chess, they can do a lot of different stuff. And then we do playtime until lunch. Then lunch and learning. Right now we're watching Science Shepherd I did a review on. Quiet time. And then I have afternoon toys that they can do. I don't know. You're not asking this. You're here about a planner. TV shows that I will allow all of us to watch in the evenings. In the evenings, right now we watch 3 episodes of Bluey after we're done because it's kind of a family thing we can all watch. Okay. So let's get to, this is what a planner page looks like. Obviously, you can set it up whatever way you want. The only problem I have with that is that I like these blank. See, so when I use markers, there's bleed through, but when I use pens, there's not. Saturday and Sunday are the days I like to keep kind of empty because we got a different routine going on. But I always forget, and I do boxes there, and I don't like to do boxes there. But anyway, so these are my to-dos. What are my main to-dos that day? Second of all, I got chore ideas. Big time this week working on making sure everyone knows how to vacuum really well. It's the simple things. Breakfast, we're doing the Beatitudes. That's the main thing. We do other stuff too. We do cue cards, we do a lot of recitations, so we do other stuff. But the main thing, Beatitudes, playtime activity if I want, history, that's snack time. We're doing this history book. We're doing a biblical plan right now. Lunch, we are studying astronomy right now with Science Shepherd, okay? So you kind of get it. You get what's going down. This is the one the next week. I'm telling you, it is so cathartic to actually make your own. Oh, I did it here. So... this I was just trying out green. I'm just trying out green and 3 dots. Yeah, I know. But let me show you what else you can do. Okay, this is my 2025 jumping record. This is another book from Walmart. So far in a row, I've managed to jump 31 times with my jump rope. That's one of the things I'm working on this year for me. And another thing I'm working on is, do I squat every day? And the answer is pretty much yes. There's only been a couple days where I have missed doing my squats. And it's a new thing because I want to be in the best shape of my life. Playing a game with my son, I forget to check that off. So, yeah. So I just basically wanted to show you, the playground or hike tracker. So I basically just wanted to show you, give you a look in all the different ways you can make your own planner. There's spelling list to see who gets what, because spelling is not our strength, and I put it off till this year. Now we're in Michigan. They want us to learn that. So craft ideas. Look at that. I got a page of craft ideas. And see, here's another kind of journal thing. My to-dos are over there. Now I have a category for it. So I like that better. Saturday and Sunday down there. I'm just trying it out. See if I like it. I don't. I like there's something about filling up a notebook that I just adore. See, June and July. I was kind of just testing stuff out. To be done's down there, Saturday and Sunday. And little squiggles. I love little squiggles. Always have. These are erasable pens. I use a lot of erasable pens. Erasable pens, erasable markers. These are just Crayola markers. Stuff like that. And then I have my trusty, this. This is the only, I don't make a monthly calendar. I just reference this. So when I'm planning out my week, I check out the week. Like, what do I really got to do that week? And then put that on here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's show, and I hope you share this show with others, and I hope you leave me questions in the comments, and I will answer them on future shows. Okay, have a great day. Can you say, please like and subscribe?
Please like to like.
And hit the bell for notifications.
Hit the bell for notifications.